Hey guys, this is Night Flame, and today, guys, I will be reviewing Batman and Robin Eternal, issue number 1. And this comic is written by James Tynion IV with Scott Snyder and art by Tony S. Daniel. So let's get into the comic, which will have spoilers. And yeah, let's start off. So the comic opens up with 8 years ago in Egypt, or 7 years, or several years ago. And what basically happens is this kid, he comes out of the movie theaters with his parents, and the thing happens where his parents get gunned down. And at the end of this issue, we find out who did it. I'm not going to spoil it yet, but I will eventually do it. So what basically the story is that there's this new villain called the Mother. She has some orphans in her possession, which are kids who don't have parents, but they are kind of mind controlled. And the important players in this issue, or basically in the series going forward, will be Dick, Tim, Jason, and Bluebird, which she seems like she's going to play a really important part. But anyways, Dick kind of controls the issue, this particular issue, because he is, sent to a mission by Spiral, where it's kind of a setup. There's this Spiral agent who sets him up, and she sets him up to a trap that was, made by Mother, and orphans start attacking Dick. He ends up escaping, kind of wounded by the officer who was working for Mother. She was a traitor, and he ends up getting confronted by Cassandra Cain, which appears in this issue. That's her in her new costume, and Cassandra Cain ends up fighting Dick, and she ends up giving him this little chip that Bruce left him. And the chip basically gives a lot of revelations. How, Bruce basically created this villain called the Mother, and the orphans are just something that is indirectly created by him as well. They work for the Mother. They're kind of orphans that are mind controlled by Mother. And we find out that Dick, Tim, I think Jason, and Harper all belong into this group, even Cassandra Cain. And we don't know who Mother is yet, but there's this whole theory, kind of like, that Bruce created the Robins. Did he handpick the Robins? Like, what happened? What does Bruce have to do with Mother? And this creates the mystery of this whole situation. And like I said, at the end, we go back to that whole Egypt kind of scene, where we see who gunned down the kid's parents, and we find out it's none other than Bruce Wayne, who did it for Mother, so she can have another orphan. So that's where the issue ends, and I was surprised. I thought it was a excellent way to end the issue. Hopefully it isn't a bait and switch, or I guess a clickbait kind of thing, where, oh, Bruce held a gun, but then you find out it wasn't Bruce, he was mind controlled, which it probably is, because he's an orphan, and Mother probably can control orphans no matter the age. We'll see what happens, but I thought it was an interesting ending. I'm glad that this is focusing more around the Robin kind of, the Batman sidekicks kind of thing, because in Batman Eternal, they didn't play such a huge part. It was mostly about Batman, but we'll see what happens. I loved Harper in this issue. I like Tim. I like Grayson. Jason, he's growing on me, but we'll see what happens. Art was beautiful. Tony S. Daniel art. Cassandra Cain appearing was great. Hopefully we have her more and she talks a little bit more. But I thought this was a solid start, and not a solid start, a great start to this weekly, and I'm excited for more things to come. Dialogue was on point. Even the whole flashback kind of scenes were on point as well. So really excited. I definitely recommend you guys to pick this up. I give this a 9 out of 10. I think it was just completely well done, and you guys should pick it up. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you like this video. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, and have a nice day, guys. Goodbye.